This little coin you're looking at right now, it's not just worth 2 pence. People are selling coins like this online for thousands of dollars. Whoa. And here's the crazy part. This coin might be sitting in your house right now, in an old pair of jeans, or in a childhood piggy bank, and you have no idea how valuable it could actually be. Today I'm going to show you what this coin is, its history, why it's rare, and most importantly, how to identify whether the coin you have is worth a fortune or just 2 pence. Stick around till the end, because I'll show you 5 coins that could still be out there in circulation right now. And if you find one, it could change your luck. Today's topic is coin collecting. Known in English as numismatics, it's a hobby that has made people around the world millionaires. And it's not just about ancient coins, even fairly recent coins, ones that are still in circulation today, can be worth a small fortune. The coin we're looking at today is the United Kingdom's a 2 pence the new person coin, minted in the year Quelon. On the front is a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and on the back is the Prince of Wales's feathers. Design 3 feathers with a crown, known as the 3 feathers badge, a royal symbol of the Prince of Wales. Now at first glance this coin looks completely ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, looking ordinary and being ordinary are 2 very different things. So today, step by step, we'll cover the history of this coin. 2. What its design actually means. 3. What makes it rare. 4. Real examples of people who made money from coins like this. 5. And most importantly, how you can check your own coins. Let's start with a bit of history. Britain used to have an old currency system called the Green SD system. Pounds, shillings and pence, and it was incredibly confusing. 1 pound equaled 20 shillings and each shilling equaled 12 pence. Doing math with that system alone was a headache. On February 15, 1900, Britain switched to a decimal system, the same kind used in most of the world today. This day is known as undecimal day. Now, 1 pound simply equals 100 pence, much simpler. Under this new decimal system, new pence coins were introduced, coins that said new pence instead of just pence. This wording was chosen specifically to remind people that this was different from the old currency system. In 1982, the wording changed to just 2 pence, since people had by then gotten used to the new system and the word new was no longer necessary. This is exactly the kind of detail that turns coin collectors into obsessives, because whenever wording changes, certain transition years and end up with coins mistakenly minted with the old wording. And those mistakes, known as mint errors, are the single most valuable thing in the coin collecting world. Show an on-screen graphic here, new pence versus 2 pence comparison. On the coin we're examining, dated Maurice 1, it clearly says year 2 pence. This was during Queen Elizabeth II's reign, almost 49 years into her time on the throne. The design is known as the Mintforth portrait, created by artist Ian Rank Broadley, and it was used from 1998 to 2015. Let's pause here and take a close look at the design of this coin, because the whole story is hidden within it. Front side, obverse. This side shows Queen Elizabeth II's profile, a right-facing profile following royal tradition, where each new monarch's portrait faces the opposite direction from their predecessors. Around it is Latin text, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD. This is an abbreviation of De Gratia Regina, Fide Defensor, meaning by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. Backside, reverse. Here we have the High Prince of Wales's feathers. 3 ostrich feathers above a crown, with a ribbon below bearing the Latin motto, Ichtein, meaning I serve. This design has been associated with England's Prince of Wales since the 14th century, and legend has it the tradition began with Edward, the Black Prince, who adopted the emblem after the Battle of Crecy, 1346. Interestingly, in 2008, the Royal Mint redesigned all UK coins, from the 1p all the way to the 1, so that together they would form the Royal Shield of Arms. Because of this, any coin with the feathers, designed from before 2008, is now considered a discontinued design one, and discontinued designs are always more valuable to collectors. Zoom in on the coin's edges here. Another thing worth noting is the coin's metal composition. Before 1992, 2-pence coins were made of set bronze, 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, 0.5% tin. After 1992, copper-plated steel was used instead, because the cost of bronze had risen and steel was cheaper. The coin we're holding, from 2001, is made of copper-plated steel. Now here's a really interesting fact that not many people know about. In the world of 2p coin collecting, the most talked about coins are the 1992 and 1998 bronze 2p coins that were mistakenly struck on old bronze blanks instead of the new copper-plated steel, or vice versa. But the most famous error is when the old wording stayed on the coin. In 1992, when the metal composition changed from bronze to steel, the Royal Mint effectively created a magnet test, because bronze coins aren't attracted to magnets, but steel ones are. This is why collectors do a magnet test on their 2p coins to check whether they're bronze or steel. If your 2p coin is dated in before 1992, and it sticks to a magnet, that could be a rare error coin worth hundreds of times more than face value, sometimes selling at auction for 500 to 1,000 pre-price here. Show a magnet demonstration here if possible. But that's not all. The year 2001 has its own significance too. In 2001, the Royal Mint released a limited number of proof sets with a special finish, sold only to collectors in special packaging. These have a different finish from normal circulation coins, a proof finish that's mirror-like and shiny. If your coin has a proof finish, it could also be worth more. Beyond that, the Royal Mint occasionally releases coins with striking errors. Off-center strikes, where the design isn't centered on the coin. Yodowa strikes, where the design gets printed twice. Wrong planche errors, where one coin's design gets printed on the wrong metal blank, like a 1p design on a 2p blank. Die cracks, where a crack in the minting machine's die leaves lines on the coin. These errors are extremely rare. Sometimes only one or two turn up, out of millions of coins. And that's exactly why coin collectors keep hunting for them, like searching for a needle in a haystack. Now let me give you some real examples that show why this hobby actually matters. Story 1. A man in the UK found a 1983 New Pence 2p coin in his old coin collection, even though the wording had already changed to 2 pence by that year. This was a mint error known as a palmule erroring, where an old die was accidentally used alongside a new year. This coin sold at auction for over 300 tower. Story 2. Several British collectors on online forums have reported finding 1972 New Pence coins in their pocket change, coins that were only ever made for proof sets, not for general circulation. The value of these coins has been seen ranging from 100 to 250 R. Story 3. Metal detecting communities. People who search the ground with metal detectors for old objects have repeatedly dug up old decimal coins that had been buried for decades, and some of these turned out to be rare varieties that sold for a good amount of money. From this you can see, coin collecting isn't just some boring old hobby. It's a treasure hunt that could literally be sitting in your pocket every single day. And that's exactly why experts say, look closely at every coin, no matter how ordinary it seems. Now let's get to the practical part. If you want to check your own coins, follow these steps. Step 1. Check the year. Every coin has a year stamped on it. Certain specific years like 1983, 1992, 98, and 2001 are interesting to collectors because these were years when the wording changed, the metal composition changed, or limited edition proof sets were released. Warmer. Step 2. Check the wording. Look to see whether the coin says in 2 pence or bar 2 pence. If the year and wording combination doesn't match up, for example, New Pence on a coin dated after 1983, that could be a valuable error. Or Step 3. The magnet test. Take a small fridge magnet and hold it against the coin. If the coin dug sticks, it's steel-based, normal composition after 1992. If the coin hide doesn't stick, it's bronze, normal composition before 1992, or a rare error if the coin is dated after 1992. Step 4. Examine the design closely. Is the feather's design properly centered? Any doubling? Any crack lines? Are the edges clean or is something off? Step 5. Check the finish. Is the coin surface a normal matte finish or is it mirror shiny? A mirror shiny finish is a sign of a proof coin. Step 6. Verify online. If you think your coin might be special, take photos of it and compare them on coin collecting forums like PCGSI, ICAS, or the UK's Coin News Community, or get it checked by a professional numismatist. Important tip: never try to clean a coin you think might be rare. Cleaning damages the coin's original surface, called patina, and can dramatically reduce its value. Collectors strongly prefer natural uncleaned coins. As promised at the start, here are 5 coins that could still be floating around out there in someone's pocket right now. 1. 1983 New Pence 2p mule error. Extremely rare and only a handful of known specimens exist. Value: 500 Y500 to 1971-1981. New Pence bronze coins in mint condition. If found in pristine, uncirculated condition, what's called mint state MS, these can be worth many times face value, since very few have survived in crisp condition. 1992-1998 bronze versus steel transition errors. Wrong metal strikes, identifiable with the magnet test. Value: 100, 1,000, depending on condition. 4 proof-only years such as 1972, 1977, 1980, 1982. In these years, some denominations were never minted for general circulation, only for collector proof sets. If one turns up in circulation, that's highly unusual. Striking errors, off-center, double strike, die crack. These can appear in any year. Their rarity comes from the fact that every error piece is essentially one of a kind. Show a visual reference for each coin here if possible. So next time you're counting your spare change or emptying out an old piggy bank, take a second look. That forgotten coin buried somewhere might just change your luck.
So today's video covered the history of the British 2 pence coin, its design and symbolism, the mint errors that make certain coins rare, real examples of people who made money from them, and most importantly, the how to check your own coins. If you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss future coin collecting videos. Let me know in the comments, do you have an old coin that you think might be something special? Drop the details below and I'll be sure to reply. See you in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, take care. Goodbye.